My grandmother is a bipolar who has forgotten how to go up. Wrapped in misery and malice, every memory has clung to her like tar. Drowning. She spits poison in every word, and it's running through the bloodline, burning down the family tree. We are not rooted in tradition, but steadfast in the strength of single mothers. Born from violent men whose hands were too clumsy to hold us, so big they squashed us. We learnt to be unlovable, malleable under manipulation. Our tongues are a refuge for secrets. We fold ourselves origami in tight apologies, strangled in self-consciousness, afraid to take up space. Our jokes, like a laugh track at a funeral, morbidly wrapped in inappropriate attire. The absent father costume I saw hanging in the store, Halloween ready, I couldn't decide to send it to my father who passed through like the seasons, lasting only the length of a pack of cigarettes, or to the father of my newborn daughter who took one look and ghosted us, or even my grandfather in exile. We are a pack of fatherless girls. History raised a curse and gave it my face. Now I'm afraid of something I am. I am a search party lost in the snow, clinging to broken promises. My body is a war zone, fighting defective genes. Abuse and rape are the two chains that coil into helix, passed from generation to generation. And I didn't know what love was, but I know I damn well didn't deserve it. I stumbled into any arm that held me upright. Hell, maybe I just liked to burn. Like the landscape spread before me, marked by grief and loss. I am in the belly of the beast, but before it swallows me whole, I give myself over willingly. Surrender to the pain. I process the past in patterns, recognize the monument of a memory, and try to teach myself to be free. And I am tired of being strong. I am tired of fucking surviving this. But for you, I'll change the script. Let the light into this dark room. There will always be a new song to sing, a story never told. You don't need to cling to the edges of broken glass to find your reflection. Sometimes you'll lose the things you love, but don't look for your father in the fingers of false promises. Don't break your heart and try to use the pieces to fix another's. Don't ask who made us this way. You deserve to be loved, and you deserve what you are given. The world's a beast of a burden you no longer need to hold. There are things I cannot write about, twisted tender into every muscle, rooted deeply in my core, a theft of innocence, left wordless for this darkness that lingers on the tip of my tongue like an untranslatable word from a long-forgotten language. There are things whispered in the dead of night, found solemnly between silences, where words not spoken are spectres. What would I say if I wasn't so full of poetry? Would I be able to tell you that I cannot weather this kind of savagery? That the edge of a rooftop often feels like home, and drowning feels like the only way to breathe? My tongue tied too heavy, my body a haunted house. Some things are too real, too serious, too painful to put into poetry. Talk about my womb again, and how you want to put a baby in it. Casual. split my body open and make a house a home, a safe place for you to sow your desires, your fetish. Spill to me your fantasies of draped dresses, barefoot and beaming, soft waves of hair swaying with the hanging trees. A coy smile winking over shoulder as you cradle my tumescent belly, my protector. Talk about my temple of a body, giving and giving and giving until the harvest leaves me barren. Like what you say isn't a reaping. You don't realize that the womb is a lost constellation and that you are no white knight. That the movement of mountains is more gentle than the swelling of breasts, or the hollow bones bending and breaking. Pressure. Perhaps you should know, Venus was once soft spring days before the summer scorched, that even the goddesses of old lived like this, giving and giving and giving, while the gods took for their desire. My body is no temple with bricks that crumble and an altar for you to desecrate. I am the forest, thick canopies of maple trees, sweet-scented wildflowers creeping in the underwood. I will grow back, no matter how badly I am devastated, and that I have risen from the ashes of all the women who come before me. So be careful where you worship, boy. There is no abdication. Once a goddess you invoke, a bell rung cannot be undone. Give me more days of your body and mine, because nothing I've learned has prepared me for all the things I must learn. These months are timeless. As days pour into night, the mysterious remains. When all the world is ripples and waves, as the ocean rises and falls within, these surges are the marking of a new beginning and an end. I stare at the air, and all I see is patterns. Kaleidoscopic tessellation, sparklers in the winter night. Your name is a song within my chest that longs to lullaby. The taste of my tongue metallic. My feet are bare and dirty, rooted in the rain and earth as it lashes against the windows. And I begin to dance. I dream of naked women clinging to the trees, bathing in warm water, goosebumps on bare breasts, baptized in birth. My body is a broken temple and you a rare goddess. Lay me at your altar and lead me to my knees. I am a lost thing. Close the curtains. Light the incense. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale until there's no air left in your lungs. Trace patterns on my back without leaving a mark. Need the tension from my burdens. I am weightless. Lost in the sensation of masculine touch made malleable under your thumbs, shape me into being. The light is cold, clear, fragmented, body unbound, cheek soaked crimson. This water is the breath of life that longed to carry. I am in the presence of wise women, atmospheric ancient ancestry, soothed and guided by the hands of my mother. I shudder. Once my love was a burden, but we are one and the same flesh. Your body is the fire that comes to cleanse and restore. Licked raw without burning, I bathe in this fire. This force that turns the world, gripped by something so much bigger than I lose myself to ecstasy. Blinded by the momentum, I am senseless. This journey is a letting go, a trust exercise in history to fuel us and calm us, push us both forwards, forwards, forwards into life. There is every chance that you will arrive laughing, with your best foot forward. name well lit on the lips of lovers. There is more chance that you will arrive like a shotgun to the heart, wrenching claims of meant to be. As beacons collide, not coincidence, but prophecy, a mighty wallop of colour and sound, a shattering cry of belonging, splitting time itself. You will arrive. And the moment you arrive, you will lose yourself. You will be a tiny star in an infinite galaxy of possibility. Crash lander, you will erupt. Air sucked back in and pushed into the embers to ignite in an explosion of chaos and uncertainty. You star will never stop chasing the sun or clinging to the edges of the moonlight. As you learn the language of life, you will be fluent in bouncing back. Etch survival into the soles of your feet, hold chance in your fingertips. Let it slip, grab it tight. You will free fall from rooftops, learn the art of letting go. As you lose yourself in the free fall, you will find forgiveness, although sometimes you will miss. Hurtling back to earth, you will rebuild yourself. Your skin will become paper-cut discussions of what you should have been. Reform your skeleton into the shape of something you can come to terms with. Let the breath be the wind in your self-esteem, propelling you forward into love yourself horizons. You'll find the answers hidden between two lungs, locked away in your chest, a story waiting to be told, the book of you. You will put the key into a safe place, a place you will forget about until the time is right, a time when you can breathe again. Wash the dirt from your sleeve and you'll translate the smoke signals of yesterday. Reminisce your own future and learn to love again. And one day, you will wear out the welcome mat. Hang up your hat at the door and take off your shoes. Wipe off survival and push into the dirt. You will be a ghost in quiet spaces, caught like whispers on another's lips. You will burn if you need to. Be dust if you choose to. As epic as your arrival, you will not know what meaning meant, or what purpose your thunderstruck heart, helium shoes and anvil body had. But you will know yourself by then. You star will be a sun. Choose your departure carefully. Will you colour the horizon like sunset, renewed by the dawn, or be eclipsed by the dark? When you come home stumbling and drunk, and carefully carry you to the toilet, I will consider letting one sliver of hair fall forward. For all the times you threw up in my hair, or spat off on my chest. When sleep has you firmly in its grip, and late mornings are the only thing you care about, I will consider dance parties at 4 a.m. or setting off the fire alarm every hour on the hour. These things I will consider gleefully, but I know I'll never do. No, these treats I'll leave to the grandkids, and smile knowingly like my mother did to me, before I do it all again for you. Mwah.